Have you ever felt like no matter what you do, nothing changes? You always end up with the same person, same situation, or outcome. What if I told you the reason why this is happening isn't because you're cursed or you're not good enough? It's actually your belief system. See, your beliefs are what control your reality. And in my life, my beliefs were so negative because I grew up in a traumatic childhood that was dysfunctional, which is the reason why I got high, failed, and didn't try hard because I felt like I was cursed. I felt like I just couldn't get through life, like there was something wrong with me because of what happened to me and that I could never break through those barriers. And my negative belief system almost took me to the end of my life. It destroyed my life full of codependency, full of pain and suffering. And I'm telling you, if you're watching this right now, is that you can change your future by changing your beliefs. So in this video, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna help you find out what your negative beliefs are, where they stem from, and how to change them so you never have to suffer or feel pain ever again. You can start thriving to live your dream life because you deserve to be happy, you deserve to be loved, and you deserve to be free. What's going on, guys? My name is Fausto Castellanos. I'm a motivational speaker, clinical counselor, and spiritual advisor. But most importantly, I'm somebody who's battled with addiction, trauma, mental health, codependency, and like in this video, I had a really bad negative belief system. And I truly believe those who hurt the most heal the most. And there's a lot of people out there claiming to be gurus, life coaches, and healers who are hurting you more than helping you. And I'm somebody who's not only been through the pain, but I've walked through it the healthy way. I went to school to get educated, and I've had the blessings to work with over tens of thousands of people due to a mentor of mine who allowed thousands of people at his house a week for free to find hope, to find healing, and to be able to change that negative belief system. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about beliefs. There's this idea that I believe to be true, and it's your beliefs control your reality. Beliefs are a blueprint to your life. It controls the way that you see people, see the world, the way you receive things, the way that you feel, the way that you act. Your whole reality is based on what you believe. And really think about that. So a lot of times, like myself and maybe you, if I think I'm not good enough, then I'm going to create a life that proves that I'm not good enough. Because that's how belief systems work. A belief, whether it's good or bad, its job is to find evidence to prove that it's true. That's why a lot of times people can say, well, all men are cheaters. Well, that's not true. But if your belief system says that, then probably what happened was every man you've been with has cheated on you. Or every woman you've been with has cheated on you. So you can see our mind will find the evidence. And the crazy part is it will actually create more evidence, which is wild, because it has to be able to prove this belief to be true. And that's why a lot of times you guys may try to focus on changing your thoughts or your feelings or your actions. For some reason, it just doesn't stick. And that's because you're not looking at the root cause of it. If you don't look at the root cause, it's never going to change for a lifetime. It may change for a season or a moment, but never a lifetime. And in my experience, negative belief systems that I had was I'm not good enough, I'm stupid, I'm ugly, I'm unlovable, girls think I'm weird. Gosh, so many that I can't even think right now, but I had so many negative beliefs about me, which is why I tended to self-sabotage relationships. I became addicted to drugs and alcohol. I was in a lot of toxic relationships. I would never ask for a raise. I always took jobs that paid me less than what I was worth. I tended to people please and overwork because I feel like that's the only way I can have value. Bad with my money. And I dropped out of school. You know, there's so many things that affected for me in my whole entire life because I had this negative belief system and I believed it to be true. And so I made sure I had a life that proved it to be true. Again, I'm not consciously doing this. I'm unconsciously doing this. So for you that's watching this, if you can relate to that idea that, is there negative beliefs that you have? Are they affecting you? And can you see how in your life that you have evidence to prove it to be true and how you keep on recreating these evidence to prove it to be true? And that's why a lot of times you can fall into being a victim. And when you're a victim, we're basically giving up your power and saying, there's no way I can change this. So I'm going to play this victim character, the poor me. But the scary thing with that is that one, you can change, but if you believe that you can't change, then you can literally live your whole life in misery. I've seen people on their deathbed that are in misery and there's nobody there to see them as they die because they burn every bridge because their negative belief system was bleeding onto other people. And, people don't want to be around that because if you're unhappy, then anyone around you is going to feel unhappy and people don't want that. Now, right here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you some examples of how a negative belief system will control you. And these are going to be different areas of your life and see if you can relate to any of these. 1, money belief. I'll always struggle financially. You avoid risk, you won't invest in yourself, and you'll never break out of survival mode. Love belief. I'm not worthy of love. You settle for toxic relationships and you push away healthy ones. Success belief. I'm not smart enough. You don't even try reinforcing that self-doubt. Healing belief. My trauma defines me. You stay stuck in old wounds instead of trying to actually work on those wounds. Self-worth belief. I have to earn love by people pleasing. You become codependent by sacrificing your own needs for people's approval. And like I said, the truth is your brain's going to find evidence to prove this money belief, this self-worth belief, this healing belief, this love belief, and this success belief. And so these are different areas where your belief system, you can see how it shapes you. So if there's anything you can identify in those 5 right there, this is something to keep on watching because it's wild how it doesn't matter how smart you think you are or how spiritual you are or how good in shape you are. It doesn't really matter if your belief system isn't in check because your belief system is stronger than all that. Your belief system of anything should be the main thing that you focus on to build upon. Now, right here, what I'm going to do for you guys is let's get to the solution. Let's get to how do we start changing our belief system so we could change our future. And right here, what I'm going to share with you is a 4-step process how to go through it. And remember, easier said than done, but it's not impossible. And it should be difficult and it should be hard because you've been thinking like this for so many years that it's going to take time to be able to change the way that you believe, but it's possible. And one thing I want to point out, changing your beliefs isn't about thinking positive. I hate that thing. Thinking positive is not going to solve anything. It's about rewiring your mind to align with the life that you truly want. Step 1, identify your self-limiting beliefs. Again, this is very important. We need you to find out what are your negative core beliefs. So get a piece of paper and start writing those down. What are they? I shared mine with you guys earlier, right? I'm stupid, I'm ugly, I'm unlovable, I'm a disappointment, I'm not good enough, I'm weird. There's so many things that I was able to identify. So I want you to write out what yours are. And then after you write out what yours are, I want you to answer this question too. Where does this stem from? Who told you these things when you were younger? Why did you perceive these things to be true when you were younger? This is going to tell you this negative belief isn't yours. It was somebody else's opinion of you. And opinions aren't facts. Step 2, rewire the narrative in your mind. This is about replacing those limited beliefs with empowering truths. Example, I'll always be broke. Switch it to, I am learning how to create a life of financial security, financial freedom. And then what's going to happen is your brain's going to need proof. Remember, your brain looks for evidence to back up a belief, whether it's good or bad. So now that you're trying to change the dialogue in your brain because 1, you realize your negative belief isn't yours, it was given to you and it was someone's opinion of you. 2, now you're changing the narrative, right? But now your brain's going to look for evidence to go, is this true new belief real? And so in order to do that, you got to be able to start taking little actions to make that new belief true. Because then your brain will start finding things for that to be true. For example, if I don't think I'm good enough, what I start doing is I start actually taking care of myself, right? Eating healthy, working out, being around good people, and doing what I love. And when I start doing those things, my brain starts to see, interesting, Fausto is happy. Interesting, Fausto's friend just said he's amazing. Interesting, this person Fausto's helping just said, thank you so much for all the help. You're helping me so much. Interesting, when I work out, eat right, I feel good. Interesting. So my brain's finding all this evidence to prove that I am good enough and I am worthy, and I am valuable. So that's what you guys need to do too. I need you to be able to start focusing on What is the negative core belief? Rewire it to a different narrative and then start doing little things to find evidence to prove that it's true. Step 3, change your environments and your inputs. Surround yourself with people, places, books, and environments that are actually going to help you create this new belief system for you that's going to benefit you and not hurt you. And this is super important because reinforcement is real. Reinforcement, again, is you finding evidence to prove that you're not good enough or stupid or ugly or whatever the negative is. So now what you're going to need is to reinforce the positive. So it's very key to be very wise with who you hang out with, where you're going, and what you're taking in. What are you watching on TV? What are you reading? What are you listening to? What are you watching? There's so many things you got to be so careful with. Like for me, and this is just me, in the beginning of my journey, I stopped watching TV and I was just watching podcasts. I was watching seminars. I was watching motivational speeches. Then I started reading self-help books, anything positive and motivating. I needed that. My negative belief system was so powerful that it ruined my life, and I wasn't trying to mess around anymore. And you shouldn't either. This is your life. How long can you truly exist being unhappy and depressed? It's not easy. It's not fun. And, life can be long and you can suffer for a long time. You don't deserve that. And so be very wise with what you're inputting in your body and who you're around and where you're going. That's all going to help you create this new belief system for you. And one thing to add to this too is there's this thing called fake it till you make it. I don't like using that word. Instead, use act as if. What that means is you get this idea of this new belief system that you want to put in your soul. And you have to ask yourself, if you believe this to be true, how would you feel? How would you move? Where would you go? What would you do? And once you can kind of figure that out, you start acting as if you are that thing, because emotions follow action. And the more you act like this, the more you'll feel like this. And what you feel projects energy, and energy attracts energy, right? Or vibrations or frequencies. So when you put out good as if you already have it, acting like that person and doing those things to be that thing, you start attracting those things around you too. It's very powerful. That's why you can smile. And when you're smiling, you can't have a negative thought. You can try it out. It's pretty wild because you're projecting happiness. You're projecting joy. And step 4, take aligned action. Your reality shifts as your actions match your new beliefs. If you believe in your success, then stop procrastinating and take action. Take risks. Remember, your imagination is a preview of your future. And I truly believe that. I believe life gives us a trailer, right? Or a sneak peek at what we're capable of doing in this world. And the only way you're going to know that to be true is you got to change your belief system in order to change your future, in order for you to get there. And I truly believe that imagination helps us stay focused and hopeful that we're going to get there. And that's what makes life exciting, right? It's the what if I make it. It's imagine if I do get there. And then it's wild because you'd be surprised that you can get there and you can have that. And you can change who you are in your future. And that's going to change the way that affects your kids, your loved ones, your friends, and so much. And just imagine what you can do with that new belief system. And remember this, I know this could feel overwhelming, but small changes over time equals massive change. It's about one day at a time, one moment at a time, 1 second at a time, one action at a time. Don't get so hyper-focused on the big picture all the time, because remember, you're in it, so you can't always see it. And sometimes the path to changing a new belief system isn't always going to be smooth, and that's okay. A lot of times life is trying to help us. It may not be how we want it, but it's exactly the way that we need it. I hope this video makes sense to you guys as we just went over the 4 steps. Again, remember, 1 is you identify your negative core belief and figure out where it stemmed from, because you learn your beliefs were given to you, not chosen by you. And then you rewire the narrative by replacing it with a new narrative, right? So negative belief, put a positive belief. And then the key, like we said, right, is surround yourself with a better environment and people and places that are going to help reinforce your new beliefs. And then what you want to do is act as if you are that person. What would it feel like? What would you do? What would you say? Because actions that match your new belief is what creates it to be your reality. And you guys can do it. I promise you that. I was somebody who was very negative, depressed, and unhappy and sad, no academic skills, and just broke and miserable. And I've been able to go back to college and get a college degree. I've been able to start a business that's successful. I've been able to travel the world. I've been able to find healthy love. I've been able to be on TV shows, podcasts, magazines. I've set record attendance at speaking engagements. I've acted in music videos. I give therapy to celebrities. I've been able to do so many amazing things that are incredible. And my life is just so fruitful now, and it's a blessing. And it's nothing special that I did. It's just I found out my negative core beliefs and I changed them. And I did whatever it took to make it happen. And I started to see my life change before my eyes, which motivated me to keep on pushing and pushing. And people, places, and environments had a lot to do with it. I want you, as you're watching this, if you still made it to this part, then I know you're serious about it, to start believing in yourself in this moment right now. And remember, you're not alone. I'm here with you. If you got any comments or questions, leave them in the comments. I will answer you. It really is me. I'm here to help guide you to get there, because you're not alone. We need each other to heal and to be able to change our future. And if you find this video helpful to you, please, subscribe and share it with people too, that it can help. Because the more people that see this, the more people we can help. And I'm going to be releasing videos every week on different topics. You're going to see vlogs, because I want you guys to see, like, do I really help people? Do I really speak? Is all this stuff that I'm saying I'm doing even true? Well, I'm going to show you that in my vlogs, that it's all true, so you can see behind the scenes what it looks like. You'll see skits that I make, funny skits, where you get to see my celebrity clients in my skits, because I believe that humor is one of the deepest forms of healing, and I love being funny. And my channel is also about being authentic. So I'm going to make funny skits where I get to bring my clients in that are celebrities in the skits, and you can see, like, oh wow, he really does know these people and help them. And it's just a way for me to show total transparency. And I'm going to be posting testimonies and different videos of just helping people, whatever I can do to give you guys more help. And I'm learning this thing too, trying to figure it out. But I just appreciate you for watching this video, for being a part of this moment with me. Just know that I'm here for you no matter what. I also have a free guide in the description, and it's completely free. There's no catch. I'm not trying to get anything, because I can't stand people manipulating and, trying to make money off of people. So it's a free ebook, How to Find Purpose in Your Pain. And it's custom made by me. It's not AI. And the link's in the description, and, you can get it and start your journey. And the last thing I want to leave you with is just remember that you matter, you are loved, and you are needed. And anything is possible. I'm telling you that right now, anything is possible. You just got to find that safe place to be able to process and to heal and to be able to grow. And so I truly hope this video has helped you. Just know that I'm praying for you. I'm cheering for you. And please reach out. I'm here for you. And I'm excited to see where life takes you.